fellow Kenyans, good citizens, patriots, cousins, friendly neighbors, or whichever faction of the political divide you associate with, either the far right or the lefties. Welcome back to Anonymous Whistleblower channel. And I have to say this, I'm starting to fall in love with the ladies of Kenya, simply because long are the days when ladies used to sit back at home, wait and relax for their husband to go and do the hard job and come back with something for them in the house. Now, I have seen a rise of ladies, fearless women who can speak, who can stand for their rights, who can say they have a say in whatever happens in the country and even in their households. One is this woman. I just want you to listen to her. How she deconstructs the president, how she belittles even governors, how she embarrasses even the police force and everything that is going against the rights and privileges of Kenyans.
Ya mgambo ikilia mujue kuna jambo. Kwa hivyo kesho asubuhi saa 4 tumiminikeni sote mapembeni. Ni maandamano, ni kukaa chini tuangalie tunafanya nini, ni bills tunataka to pass, police brutality is too much. Wewe uliyeka hapo unataka kwenda kazini, that is your opinion. Nenda zako kazini. Unaokaa nyumbani waliwaze watu wako, hiyo ni yako. Na siku zote nawaambia ndugu yangu, kama dini ambayo mnayoabudu watu wameimwagia damu itakebu katiba. Polisi wamezidi na brutality yao, wamezidi na upuzi wao. Na si huko tu kwa babake Albert peke yake. Ukija huku mitaani, polisi akikushika, akienda akikuwekea bangi, wafungwa na hakuna chochote. Mimi niko na list hapa Shimolatewa 132 wale ambao nimepata kujua wamefungwa Shimolatewa bila makosa ya msingi, bila chochote. Hatuwezi kuacha polisi wakakuwa wao ndio sheria. Kazi yao ni kufuata sheria. Tumechoka na tabia za polisi, na si huko juu kwa kina Albert peke yao. Polisi saizi they are untouchable. Polisi ukimshtaki wao kushikwa, polisi kuambiwa na makosa ni kazi ambayo ieleweki. Sasa nyinyi mnaokaa chini mkisema amepatiwa milioni 2, amepatiwa shamba, mume wake amepatiwa hivi. That is what politicians do, to bribe people not to look for justice. Justice will always be justice. Na because we have a president who has a empty small brain, hajui what is justice, ndio maana anafanya hivyo vituko.
Having women like this in our country will be very much, helpful. And seeing women standing up for their rights, it's something very encouraging, even to the boy child and every single man who can listen to women like this. If you have a woman who can stand for her rights, who can do something for herself, then, my friend, you have something to be proud of. And this channel will be able to air every single person's views according to what they say and how they say it. As long as you stand on the right side of justice, as long as you stand on the right side of the course that we are taking. Because our problem as Kenya, it is not that we are illiterate. Our problem is not that people do not know what they want. Our problem is bad governance. Our problem is the political class, which time and time again uses the masses, uses people and dumps them. Fake promises and lies every time. This is the politics of deceit. And if you have women who can stand for our rights, who can stand up and say enough is enough, then we as a country are heading in the right direction. And me saying this, it is because I have seen so many times women have been, subjected into inhumane practices. Women have been degraded, and you find that women go through things that even men, their counterparts, don't go through. But if we find people who can talk about our generation and the generations to come, then we have something to be proud of. And you can see this political class has been there since time immemorial, using us and belittling us like we are people who have no worth. It is one thing to be used, but to be reused is another thing. And I will always say, if we want a better Kenya, we must eradicate every single person who thinks he owns us as Kenyans and who thinks he's a god to be worshipped. Since I knew what goes on in politics, and when I was growing up, I saw different times and different eras and how political class uses people and uses tactics to manipulate the masses. But now enough is enough. And as you can see, this fearless lady, I will find my time to go and sit with her and maybe converse about some things about this country, because our country has been taken for granted for so long. Our country has been in the hands of our enemies. It is called the enemy within. And if you see a woman, a fearless woman, saying, it is our time, you need to stand up, come out in large numbers, don't fear, just come out. Come out peacefully and protest. That is the kind of woman, even me, I would like to have in my house. Because it is too long I cry for my country. It is too long. Tears have been falling out of the eyes of these Kenyans. It is too long. We have gone through suffering. It is too long. We have endured pain. Not because that we don't know what is going on. It is because that we were silent. And it is our time. I will always remind you that long gone were the days where it was only one radio station to air all the views of Kenyans. Now, technology is here. Technology advances our voices. Technology amplifies what we say. And we know our rights. And each and every time, I will come here and remind you. Because it is our civic duty as Kenyans to inform each other about what needs to be done. To inform each other about our rights. To inform each other what we need to do to see a better Kenya. It is so long that these people have taken us for granted. And today, being the 17th of June, people declared that it will be a public holiday where peaceful protest will be held across the nation. And I know as a fact, even if this one will be not successful, I know one time this government, this regime will push people so hard that they will not bear. They will have a choice to either stay silent and be killed, be abducted, be tortured, or they will decide to stand on the right side of the cause, to stand for their rights, to stand for what we all need to do. Because as I can tell you now, if it weren't for, corruption, which is rampant, if it weren't for all the bad things happening in Kenya, I'm telling you, Kenya could be a paradise. We see images of Nairobi, people bragging Kenya is the capital city of Africa. That is total nonsense. Kenya should be way far than what we see. 2 skyscrapers here, and yet we are bragging at there is an expressway. I'm telling you, Kenya, if it weren't for all those things, negative things that happen in Kenya, we will see free education from primary to university levels. We will see expressways, which is not just 2 lanes. We will see 24 lanes of pure tarmac. We will see electricity even in Turkana, even in the deepest part of the forest. Electricity should be there. We will see functional systems and, organizational operations should be, at utmost adherence and utmost, it is smooth. But right now, people are jobless. That's why there is high crime. Police are killing people, abductions. That is why police are the most corrupt unit in Kenya. Because each and every time, if you find someone has been caught because of doing something, or even some people are arrested without even probable cause. But the point is, they want to extort money from Kenyans. And the president is just there, sitting, eating, and dining on Kenyans' blood. It is so sad. Something needs to happen. And I like every woman who stands up and talks ill about this government. Not ill because it has done something good. It is because what you are talking about, it is right and it is true. This government is eating its own people. What don't we understand? What don't we know? It is our time. And instead of going to city places, instead of going to, CBDs and towns, it is the high time we go and reclaim our own house. And it is the state house. That state house doesn't belong to anyone. That state house belongs to all the 50 million Kenyan people, because it is us who decide who is the person to be there to represent us, to represent what we want inside our country and even in foreign lands. But those people who we give them the mandate, they go there and start, belittling us, treating us like we are animals. It is so sad. It is so bad to see a government that is eating its own people, up to a point where protests are paid. Goons are paid to destroy, to come and, disrupt peaceful protests. And then they want to paint a bad pictures to the protesters who come with peaceful intentions. And I'm telling you, when Kenyan people will rise, you will know that you don't have any power. You will be scampering for safety in other countries. You will live in exile. And I'm talking to you, the president, because if the leader of opposition, who is the former deputy president, he called you a thief. Do thieves live in houses? Do a thief live in state house? A thief lives in jail or prison. Does a murderer live in state house? That is not my words. Those are not my words. It is the former deputy president who called you a murderer. And they call you all sorts of names. Those names don't deserve our state house. You guys, my fellow Kenyans, cousins, neighbors, friends, it is the high time we take our country back. It has been the anonymous whistleblower. I'm so pissed off. Please leave your comment and share and make sure you subscribe. Cheers. Stand by in 3, 2, 1, go.